Peace, y'all. I want to break down some secrets of the African American Tarot that you may have already known or you might not know. For those of you who have this deck, it is really great to note that in the major arcana, the moon card and the sun card are Mabulisa. Now, I might be saying these names wrong. If you can correct me in the comment section, that is perfectly fine. But Mabulisa is a god, right? So I actually have Mabulisa here, which is cosmic power from the African goddess deck. You see that it is, it's a creation story. So it's an African creation story. Really beautiful. Look it up. You can read it in the African Tarot Guidebook as well, right? And it's just really good to note that these cards coincide with each other when you are reading. So say both of these cards come up, now you know that these are two cosmic powers, or this is a creation story that is in your tarot spread. Very, very cool. Now we got two others. The other one we have here is the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Now this is just off the top of my head, you guys, from doing the research a few years back. But this is actually the same story. So if you look in your booklet in the African American Tarot, you'll see that it has the same name in that book. Now, look really close at the monster here. We see that he has a crocodile mouth with a lion tail. We can see here in the Ten of Swords that he still has that crocodile mouth, but now he's turned more into a lion. And this is the story of the boy. They were actually able to escape this monster that ate the world. And he was able to basically, you know, stop the monster. And that's when he released these people from the mouth. Again, the details are all in the African Tarot Guidebook, okay? But this is just also something to keep in mind in your reading. If you get the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords in one reading, I would say that it's very victorious. Because even though the Five of Cups in the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck is a card of sorrow, this is a card of victory in the African American Tarot, 555. And this is the Five of Cups while I'm saying that, okay? So we have, I want to say, Frederick Douglass in the background leading the Union troops into victory. So always keep that in mind. Five of Cups in the African American Tarot deck is a card of victory. If it comes in reverse, then maybe you could read it like the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. But I mean, with Ten of Swords and a victorious Five of Cups together, that's actually very beautiful in a tarot spread. That's someone who has defeated a monster, a huge monster in their life. Maybe a monster that was taking up space in their mental plane and in their emotional plane with the cups and the swords. And also, I would also see it as a monster that was taking up space in their daily activities, because we do have it in the minor arcana. And the minor arcana is something that is in our daily, you know, day-to-day world, right? So last is Asè'Underground. Again, I might be saying the name wrong, right? And we have another cup and another swords. So you might be familiar with this Eight of Swords card here. Gogorab, the monster, is in the background. We got Ida B. Wells, the ancestor, in the background. You might know the story about Ida B. Wells, where they burned down her newspaper business. She fled up north, and she still told the stories of the lynchings that were happening in America. So this is a card of overcoming, right? You can definitely look at it that way. Excuse my children. You could definitely look at it that way with this card. But also, you know, it's a card that keeps you up at night. You know, your swords are messing with you. Your mental plane is messing with you. You could be having mental attacks. You could be even having headaches, right? But when we look at the story of Asè'Underground, he was able to get this monster Gogorab to fall into a pit, which many others were not able to do because of his creativity. And you see this stone that he has in his hand. He's going to fling that stone, and it's going to hit Gogorab in the head, and he's going to be able to go into the pit. Now, if we look at the King of Cups, again, in your guidebook, it's going to have the same name, Asè'Underground, and we see that same stone in his hand, right? Showing the creativity of the King of Cups, 444, that I'm seeing on the clock here, or on the timer. 555 was the time, and 444 is on the clock. So Definitely, this is a king that overcomes the emotions, the waters, probably even the mental plane with the swords, that 8 of Swords there. And it's just, again, something to keep in mind. Sometimes, and it has happened to me where I've gotten both cards in a reading, right? And it just shows, the story of what either not the reader, but the person I'm giving the reading to is getting or is having, or what they're going through in their life, or a solution for them on how to get, past the problem. So these are some secrets, if you will, of the African American Tarot that will help you get better readings, but help you also understand the African folklore and the stories much better as well. So go ahead, if you have any corrections or any criticism even of the folk stories or how to better pronounce the names, I'm open to all of that. And I'm definitely open to us learning more about African history and African folklore. Okay, guys? So again, hope to see you guys in LA for the book signing, the African Tarot Guidebook, and more stories and tips and all that good stuff later. Peace.